A growing dispute around a World Cup disciplinary decision has sparked debate far beyond football. At the centre of it is Folarin Balogun, the US striker whose red card ban was suspended after Donald Trump's intervention. The case has triggered a fierce reaction over fairness, independence and political pressure on the game's biggest stage, especially in Europe, where the European Association accused the global body of undermining the game's integrity. Deutsche Welle correspondent Thomas Sparrow joins us now from Berlin. Thomas, g'day. So why has the Balogun case triggered such a strong reaction across Europe?
One reason why this case has triggered such a strong reaction across Europe is because FIFA and UEFA is the European football body, have been at loggerheads over a wide variety of issues for quite some time now. So this particular controversy adds fuel to that particular fire. But beyond that, there is concern here in Europe that political influence, in particular from Donald Trump, in particular regarding this Balogun case, could actually affect the autonomy of sport, could actually affect the independence of sport. And that's why the statement that came from UEFA was particularly harsh, a statement saying that FIFA had crossed a red line, a statement that also stressed that the decision had been unjustifiable. But it's beyond UEFA. Also, some of the national organizations, the national federations have also criticized the move, some more harshly than others. And it has also been a decision that has been commented on politically. Several governments here in Europe have also reacted to that decision. And from the European Union perspective, it has also been criticized. The European Commission, in particular, the European Commissioner for Sport, also voicing their opposition towards that decision. What unites all these positions is that fear, that idea that it could set a precedent. That's one element. And second, that it could affect the independence of sport. There's the belief that no political interference should affect sporting decisions, especially also now when we're talking about the Football World Cup.
And how much does Donald Trump's intervention change the way Europeans view this controversy? And what does it say about politics entering the World Cup?
So it does affect it in some way, because it's no secret that Donald Trump and several European countries do not see eye to eye, again, on a wide variety of issues. That's something that you can see in plain sight now, for example, in the NATO summit that's taking place in Turkey. All those differences between the current US government and European governments as well. So again, many see this as Donald Trump, again, using his political influence to move a decision towards, in this case, the US national football team. But what all the statements have stressed, all the statements that we saw, at least from this European perspective, they do not focus on Donald Trump specifically. What they focus on is the idea that there should be no political interference in sporting decisions, whether from Donald Trump or other politicians. So it's not specifically about Donald Trump, although obviously at the same time, the fact that Donald Trump and European leaders do not see eye to eye in a wide variety of areas has played also a role in how Europeans view this dispute and this political controversy around the Balogun case.
And could this become a precedent for future tournaments where disciplinary rulings are seen as negotiable under political pressure?
Well, that's at least a fear that you've seen also here in Europe, also among several social media users on social media accounts, stressing that basically now every decision in football and in other sports as well could be then up for review if then there's some political influence there. So there is a fear that this could set a precedent. But that's why there are also discussions underway. That's why there's also this criticism coming from UEFA, precisely also to stop that from becoming a precedent. UEFA stressing that this is a red line that has been crossed, already indicated that in previous disputes they will not follow FIFA's way of approaching things. So there is an idea that while this could set a precedent, there are efforts underway to avoid precisely this from happening. But it is a very big debate, a very big discussion, specifically here in Europe, about how to keep the autonomy and the independence of sport at a very challenging time.
OK, Thomas Sparrow there in Berlin. As Australia's population ages, health practitioners and designers are working together to find new ways for older people to live independently. In Melbourne, a new tech-enabled research hub is showcasing the ways robotics, AI and clever modifications can help elderly people